Y'all can check me. I don't care if y'all are male, bro.
We got plenty of female officers around to do that.
I'm good, bro. Check me. I don't care.
I'm looking at your eyes.
Why?
Because you look pretty handsome.
I'm moving next weekend, and my friend said that she's my friend, but she's not.
Yeah. Could you stand up straight?
Yeah.
All right. So how much alcohol have you consumed?
No, I haven't.
Flirting with the cops might sound like a bold move, but it adds a unique twist to the usual encounters. These are the 4 times when suspects got caught in the act, starting with the case of a 19-year-old girl who was pulled over on November 11th, 2022 in Castleberry.
Y'all can check me. I don't care if y'all are male, bro.
We got plenty of female officers around to do that.
I'm good, bro.
Officers had received an alert about a driver weaving erratically between the lanes, entering oncoming traffic, and throwing unknown items out of the window. After receiving information from the dispatcher, officers immediately pulled her over. When officers pulled her over, she was texting to her boyfriend who was at home with her kids.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, sorry. What's up?
The officers learned that she worked as a stripper at dancers. She appeared intoxicated, with glossy eyes and slurred speech, and mistakenly stated her shift end time.
What time did you get off with dancers?
11.
11?
It's an hour and a half away.
You got off at 11? It's 10:23 right now.
Really? Oh, well, I was supposed to get off at 11, but no, I live in Lake Mary, so...
Okay.
Don't get on my eyelashes, bro.
The light will hurt your eyelashes?
No, but they falling off.
From the light?
No, they've been falling off.
Oh, they look like they're okay right now, though.
They were certain she was drunk, so they asked her to perform a field sobriety test. Despite her eagerness, she struggled and lost her balance during the final task, leading to her arrest.
12, 2013, 2013, 2014, 2014. Bro, come on. 1015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Bro, come on. This is ridiculous.
Okay, you can stop.
Really?
But that wasn't the end of the story. While being escorted to the patrol vehicle, she said she had weapons in her car, leading to a drastic change in her behavior.
I mean, firearm. Y'all can check me. I don't care if y'all are male, bro.
We got plenty of female officers around to do that.
I'm good, bro. Check me. I don't care. I'm giving authorization to you. I've been in the legal field. I'm going to school. I got a paralegal license.
That's awesome.
Yes. So y'all can check me. Yes. I want to get my own office. So check me, please.
The officers found multiple guns and cash in her car, which was likely bar tips. She was charged with DUI and received 9 months of probation. Despite being underage, it was difficult for the cops to judge if the girl was drunk or not. However, this subsequent individual did not exhibit the same level of propriety, instead resorting to manipulation and deceit in an attempt to persuade the officers to release her.
I'm moving next weekend, and my friend said that she's my friend, but she's not.
Yeah. Could you stand up straight?
Yeah.
All right.
It seems like she didn't have the best night, which might explain her driving 25 miles per hour over the speed limit in a residential area. She did mention that she was coming from a place called Knockout's Gentlemen's Club, so that could help clarify her sparkly outfit and the way she was driving.
Hello, how you doing? Walter, how to New Mexico State Police. Reason for the stop. You're going 55 back there on MLK.
55?
Yeah, 55. I was right behind you the whole time, and you just
Honestly,
booked it.
I had a bad night. The girls that I thought that were my friends are not my friends.
I'm sorry to hear that. Where are you coming from?
Knockout.
Knockouts?
Officers often encounter situations where suspects pretend to be sad or distressed during a traffic stop in an attempt to gain sympathy and receive a lighter sentence. In this case, the girl seems upset about a disagreement with her friends back at the bar, but this time the officer isn't persuaded. While such tactics can sometimes be effective, they don't excuse drivers from speeding, especially when exceeding the speed limit by nearly double. Nonetheless, the girl continues to try to defend herself after stepping out of the car.
So how much alcohol you consumed?
No, I haven't.
Nothing?
I smoke weed. I have my medical card if you want to see it. I have that. But I've been smoking because I'm mad.
Yeah, you're mad?
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
The officer attempted to keep the conversation focused, but she kept diverting the topic to her friendship problems, interrupting the flow of the discussion.
It's my registration, and I can give my progressive. It just sucks. Like,
Yeah.
a bitch tells me that she's my friend and she's not.
Okay. All right, let's just go back over here.
I'm moving next weekend, and my friend said that she's my friend, but she's not.
Yeah. Could you stand up straight?
Yeah.
All right.
After probing further, she admitted to smoking marijuana and drinking alcohol at the club. She tried to justify her actions by saying she had a rough night and that this was her way of coping with it. The officer conducted the field sobriety test, but she struggled to focus and failed all 3 tests.
1, 2, 1, 2.
All right. So at this point, you're going to be placed under arrest for DWI, driving while under influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs. Just face me real quick. What's in your mouth?
Nothing.
Open it. Lift up your tongue. All right.
After a rough night, she was arrested for DWI, driving while intoxicated, and placed in the patrol car. But the next suspect attempted to seduce the officer.
I'm looking at your eyes.
Why?
Because you look pretty handsome.
When she was caught trying to transport 2 illegal immigrants across the Mexican border.
Okay.
They're my friends.
Okay, and who are these?
Both of my friends.
Okay.
Carmen y yo.
Okay. Okay. Are these legit? Because they look fake.
I'm guessing because I met them at Club Fuego. We're going to Agave. We're going to go have some drinks.
When Lydia started smiling, looking at the face of the officer understood that she might be hiding something related to the IDs of the 2 girls. She stares directly in the eyes of the officer before saying how handsome he is. Obviously, it's just a trick to try and get out of the current position, but her trick doesn't seem working on the officer.
All right. Just wait for me right here, okay? You don't have anything?
I'm looking at your eyes. Sorry, sir.
What?
I'm looking at your eyes.
Why?
Because you look pretty handsome.
Oh.
Maybe I need to call the cops. Can I just please? I have an autistic kid in my house.
Okay.
Please.
We'll do it.
Please.
Yes.
I had 2 investigators today earlier.
Okay.
Can
Do it, ma'am.
In my
What?
car.
Ma'am.
I just want to.
After running the woman's driver license through the national database, the officers discovered that the ID numbers returned completely incorrect results, indicating that both licenses were completely fake.
Estos documentos por un montón de tiempo. Por un año. Ok. Pues son falsos, ok. Y tener documentos en estados de Texas es un delito. Las ID, a esta te sale a un señor, a tuya. A esta no me sale nada. Ok, so estas identificaciones son falsas. Ok. Ahora, yo lo que le quiero dar a entender a ustedes de que
It was later revealed that the women in the car with Lydia were illegal immigrants from El Salvador. What's worse is that they are being transported through a service that often forces women into debt bondage, where the people transported them make them pay off their debt through forced labor and sex work.
so it's clear what's going on now. But we already passed that. You had 2 undocumented people in the vehicle. We're past that.
Y ahora
Ma'am.
es mi culpa.
Ma'am.
Culpa de eso.
Okay? You're under arrest for human smuggling.
No, sir.
Turn around.
Please.
Turn around. Okay?
Todo por yo manejar.
Turn around. Separate your arms.
After that, Lydia was arrested, and the women were sent back over the border, hopeful that they might be saved from years of horrible treatment and abuse. Just like Lydia Badillo, our next suspect, Amelia Bassoon, tried everything she could do to seduce the officers to get out of the murder charges. So the case started in a playful manner, where she started flirting with the officers from the very beginning.
I know, he's crazy.
How long you guys been married?
It'll be a year in September.
Oh, okay.
Amelia was arrested in the murder case of Cindy and Sean Stack that is connected with her husband. Officers thought that she helped her husband to cover up the crime, but she will do everything she can to get out of it, including flirting with the officers. Though the case started in the playful manner, but it quickly evolved into one of the intense interrogation of all the time. Officer read the Miranda rights, gave her some information. She was talking with the officer in a timid tone, the voice normally they use to seduce others. As the interrogation continued, she began to show more and more signs of being flirtatious.
They're dead. They're both dead.
I didn't do anything. The bullet went around the bone and around the artery. Wow. Through and through.
Jeez. That's lucky.
I know, he's crazy.
How long you guys been married?
It'll be a year in September.
Oh, okay.
Amelia was an employee of Chase Bank, and she exploited her position to steal $50,000 with the help of her husband, Josh. When Cindy and Sean Stack asked about the money, Josh bought a gun and shot both of them. The investigation was not only to find about the theft, but also about knowing her part in the crime.
Amelia, listen, okay? At a certain point in time, we have to move past it, all right? He's a nice guy, and I'm sure you really do care about him.
I do.
Do you see now?
But it's not like I don't want to make it. Okay.
No. Did you take advantage of that old man?
I don't want to say I took advantage of him, because he's a really nice guy.
Yeah. And Josh, did he ever talk to them?
No, he never spoke to them. He doesn't even know who they are.
Would you have been at their house?
Him? He doesn't even know where they live. I don't even know where they live.
Well, you have access to his account.
Yeah, but I haven't.
You opened it.
Yeah, but I don't remember his address.
You talked to Cindy? Possible she gave you their address? Is it going to be in the text messages?
No.
But you don't remember if she gave you the address or not?
She never did. She had no reason to.
It's possible Josh went over there and you didn't know?
At first, Amelia was seen completely comfortable while interrogation, but now, when officers started putting pressure on her to know about Gerald's banking records, she became uncomfortable, and her speech became much shorter and unclear. Officer noticed this, and he wrapped up the pressure.
You need to start understanding the severity of the situation, all right? Because I don't know if you really do, all right? And I think you need to start understanding that how this interview goes and what decisions you make here are going to affect your life for a long, long, long time. You need to start thinking real hard and real fast, okay? Who is involved in this and what happened, okay?
That's all I know.
Okay. Things got out of hand, okay? This got out of hand. I think what happened was Cindy was asking you for this money back and you didn't have it, and there's some issues there, okay? Sometimes, again, when we make a mistake, we do something wrong and the ball gets rolling, we can't stop it. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? Listen, you have your whole life ahead of you.
I know.
You have a 7-year-old son. You have an obligation to him. So whatever happened beyond this, we need to know. Because if you want to keep going with what you're telling us, okay, then we're going to have to go on that, all right? And you have to understand.
Yeah. Okay.
So somebody did something, we need to know now.
After the investigation of 2 long hours, officers took a break, and at that time another officer came in the investigation room. The officer entered with a blanket and a kind of apologetic tone to talk to her.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I let her know she wanted to know. She went with her dad to the bank and she looked at the transaction history and she wanted to know what the checks were. So I can't tell her much, and then he's over my shoulder listening to my conversations with her. And he's just like, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. He just wasn't having it. He didn't want me to talk to her. He didn't want me to contact her.
And who are we talking about, her?
The guy's daughter.
You know her name?
Cindy. She doesn't call her Cindy.
And he knew who Cindy was?
Only because of the conversations that me and her were having.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
The next day he went and he bought a gun. I don't know if it was Tuesday or Wednesday. He called out of work. He said that I'm gonna take care of things. The next day he comes home and he's like banging on the door. This is like
Where the apartment or the house where we were at today?
Yes.
Okay.
He came banging on the door. When he came home, he took the gun apart. He was shaking. He took all his clothes off. He put it in a garbage bag, and then he went by his mom and dad's house.
Okay. When did you become aware that he was involved in the murder?
Well, I didn't know what happened. I just stopped hearing from her. And then when I said something about, can I call her? He told me no. And then he got really mad at me, and he's like, if you say something, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, he's not gonna say that unless he told you about the murder. That's the part that's so when did he tell you about the murder? Sweetie, you gotta let this go. You can't, anything you hold back is not gonna look good. You've got to just tell it. It hurts, it's scary, I understand that, but not talking is worse for you than talking.
It was,
Did he describe how, what?
He never physically said, like, what he did or if anything was done.
Did he say he shot him?
Well, I'm guessing he had his gun, so.
Don't guess. Did he tell you that he shot him?
Yes.
He said he shot him.
This officer played along with Amelia and treated her kindly, just in case if she could tell her the truth. After talking with the officer, she met with a harsh reality that if she accepts the crime, she will lose her children, and in another case, she has to send her husband to jail. Officer used Amelia's tactic on her, and after that, she confessed her crime. After confirming that she had nothing to do with the murders, all the charges on her dropped. However, she was still charged with the theft and sentenced to 3 years in prison. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel.